Happy Thursday, folks, and welcome to my live. Let's talk about it. You know, I've had a lot of trauma in my life, and I feel like I'm the queen of anxiety. I've had a lot of anxiety, and I've learned how to heal myself and how to get myself through it. And today I wanted to share some tips, tricks, tools that I've used that you can use too. And I'm going to teach them about you. I'm going to teach you about them. Last week, Kate Middleton revealed her cancer diagnosis to the world, and it was so sad to hear and to watch that video. Oh my goodness. But I've noticed lately that a lot of people in my life, friends, family members of friends, acquaintances, people on Facebook, family members, are telling me about their diagnoses too. Things like autoimmune disease and fibromyalgia and cancer and other chronic conditions and diseases. And I know that when you receive that, you also have a lot of anxiety. You have anxiety because you're fearful of what you're hearing and you don't know very much. And there's a whole bunch of stuff going on in your life that just isn't a lot of fun. So I've got some ideas and things you can do to help yourself. So let's get started. Almost every client who comes to me complains of anxiety. And how do I define anxiety? So it's a feeling of fear or dread or an uneasiness. You might feel tightening in the chest. You might sweat. Your heart rate might go up, and your blood pressure might even elevate. Sometimes you have pain, and it can be really exhausting and debilitating. Anxiety is not just in our heads, and it's not just a simple emotion. It resides in our cells, in our bodies, and long-term anxiety can lead to chronic conditions and diseases. So today, these tools, I'm hoping you're going to enjoy learning them and you're going to practice them and you're going to use them to help you when you're experiencing anxiety. First of all, I found that in life, essential oils are just that, essential, and we all need them, so go get some. Now, the thing about essential oils is that there are a lot of companies that make and sell essential oils. And there's a lot of essential oils on the market that are not of good quality. You want to find a company that is reputable, and you want to get an oil that has consistent quality control so that every time you purchase it, you're going to get the same efficacy. It's going to be a well-made oil. In the past, I used to use doTERRA oils, but now I'm going to recommend a company called GoDesana. And the reason that I recommend that is because the formulator of doTERRA has migrated to the GoDesana company, and now she is making these formulas for their oils, and they're absolutely wonderful. The oil that I suggest for when you're feeling overwhelmed and you have anxiety is lavender. Because lavender is inexpensive, and it's really made to calm you down, and it works quickly. So I'm going to teach you how to use the lavender oil. So you want to put 1 to 2 drops of oil into your hand, into the palm of your hand, and then dab your finger in it and lightly put it at the back of your ear where your ear meets your skull. And you want to do it on both sides. And you also can put it at the base of your skull, where your brainstem is. Then you can also inhale the oil. So you're going to cup your hands and you're going to gently put it underneath your nose and inhale. And you do not want to sniff like that because it'll bowl you over. So just inhale very lightly, your hands underneath your nose. Now what will happen is the lavender oil will get through your brain stem, through your lungs into your bloodstream, and it will quickly calm you down. And you can almost feel it coming, you can feel it settling over you like 1 minute or 2 minutes after you use it. Another thing that I like to do with the oil is to put it on the back of my hands so that I can inhale it that way through the rest of the day. Some people they react to essential oils being on their skin. So if you are one of those people, you might want to use a carrier oil. And you can use any kind of oil, shea oil, coconut oil, even a light olive oil will work. I use fractionated coconut oil, and you just put a drop in with the essential oil and stir it in, and then you can apply it to your skin and not have a reaction to it. Essential oils vibrate at a high frequency, and they get into your cells very quickly, and the lavender will work quickly to calm you down. It's really a great one to keep in your purse or in your medicine chest. By the way, they make roll-ons. So generally the roll-ons have a carrier oil already mixed in. So you can just take it and apply it that way. And you can hold it under your nose and inhale the oil from the roll-on. Now another option is Rescue Remedy. Oh, Rescue Remedy is wonderful. Rescue Remedy is made from the pieces and parts of 5 different flowers. And it was formulated by Dr. Bach, B-A-C-H, or Batch, some people say Dr. Batch, in the 1930s. And it is a quick burst of calmness. The way that you can use this, or the time that you would use this, is not only when you're feeling anxiety, but also if you've had a shock, you've fallen perhaps, or you've had an accident, or you have some sort of emotional shock. Maybe someone has died, or you just got a really icky diagnosis, or you had a breakup with someone that you love. That is when Rescue Remedy really, really works. So it is a little pellet that you put under your tongue, sublingual, and it will go into your bloodstream and quickly work. It's almost immediate. It's just wonderful. It's a quick burst of relief. So I suggest that having that on hand with essential oils, carrying it in your purse, having it in your medicine chest, maybe even in your car, that's always helpful. And you can give Rescue Remedy to children, and you can use essential oils with children. I would suggest that you use a carrier oil if you're going to apply it on their skin. You also know that you can diffuse essential oils, and you can do that with a reed diffuser or with an electronic diffuser, and it will lovingly puff it up into the air, and everywhere you are, you get a wonderful lift from the lavender. Now, some people use lavender when they're trying to go to sleep. They might put a drop on their pillow or put it on a cotton ball and stick the cotton ball in the pillowcase. That works wonderfully. I tell a lot of my clients, especially those who have children, even pets, to keep lavender on hand. You can put a teeny little bit of lavender in the ear of your dog or on the paws, cat or dog, on their paws, just a very, very little bit, and it will very instantly calm them down as well. So when my little Finnegan, who is a Pomeranian, likes to bark like crazy at anything that's walking past us, I always put just a teeny little bit of lavender in his ears, and that just helps him to say, oh yeah, look at, somebody's walking by me. There's no need for me to go crazy. It helps with my sanity. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to talk to you about is a breathing technique. And I love this breathing technique because you can take it anywhere with you. You don't have to have any tools, any bottles of essential oil or anything. This is something I'm going to teach you, and then it is in your memory, and you don't have to carry it in your purse. It's called 3-4-7-9 breathing. And so we're going to start with the 4, the number 4, because what you do is inhale to the count of 4. Then you're going to hold your breath to the count of 7, and you're going to exhale to the count of 9, and then wait for 3 to the count of 3 to start it again. Now, when you're counting, of course, you're going to do it quietly, silently in your head, and you're going to do it slowly. It's not going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So let me show you what it looks like. So I'm going to inhale to the count of 4. Hold it to the count of 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale to the count of 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And wait to the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. And then start again. Now, the reason that this works is really in the count of 9. Because when you're counting to 9, if you practice this, if you did it with me, you'll notice that after you get to about 7, you have to push the air out. You really have to push the exhale out. And what that does is it lowers your shoulders, and lowering your shoulders calms you. It relaxes your body. Also, having a longer exhale than your inhale is what lowers your blood pressure. So if you're in the doctor's office, and like me, I have white coat syndrome, and what that means is anytime I'm around someone who's wearing a white coat, I get a little nervous. I get a little bit of anxiety. I don't know where it comes from. I don't care. I know how to deal with it. So when they're going to take your blood pressure, you want to inhale and then exhale much longer, and your blood pressure is going to be lowered. And that's wonderful, right? So I have used this. I've taught it to my clients over the years. I used it once. I will never forget it. I was at work and I was late. I was supposed to meet a coworker. We were supposed to go and teach a class. My coworker hadn't come. I didn't have any of the equipment that we needed for the class. And I was just standing outside of the locked door, looking around, wondering what's going to happen, watching my watch, and getting pretty anxious about it. So I just did the 3, 4, 7, 9 breathing, and it helped instantly. It was just almost miraculous. So that's a really good one to have in your tool belt. The thing about 3, 4, 7, 9 is that you really want to practice it. What I suggest is practicing it when you're in bed trying to fall asleep, because it will calm you down so you can fall asleep. But also, practice makes perfect. And you want your body to get used to this, and you want to instill muscle memory so that when you have to call on it, it's there. You remember how to do it. Your body remembers how to do it. So I hope that those things have been helpful for you. I also have an ebook called Tapping Into the Power of Now that I would love to send you. So if you would like that, comment below that you want the ebook. Just write ebook and I will send it off to you right away. And if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to put them in the comments, and DM me if you want me to talk about anything, or if you have any questions about what I was just teaching you. And Verna, hello. Yes, you have a CBD oil that you use for your animals to calm them down. CBD oil is really great. A lot of people can't tolerate it, and so that's why I didn't talk about it. These are 3 that I use all the time, have taught my clients over the years, and it's always helped. Anxiety can be a killer, literally can be a killer. It creates oxidative stress in our cells, and that just kills our cells, and we don't want that. So this is Anna Marley. I am all about reclaiming our health. I love helping people to reclaim their health. I'm reclaiming my health. I'm sending you peace and blessings. I hope you have a great evening and a wonderful week. And happy Easter to all of those who celebrate it. Peace and blessings, and namaste, my friends.